Hi, welcome back to another episode of EcoWarrior. Here is Alessia from Ecotourism Bali, and today I'm here with Pawitri, the Managing Director of Get Plastic Foundation. Would you like to briefly introduce yourself to your audience?
Okay, so my name is Pawitri, and I'm here as the managing director of the Plastic Foundation. The Plastic Foundation is an NGO based in Bali, which we manage to process the plastic waste into fuel. And for now, we have assist 30 communities around Indonesia. So it's been a huge campaign about plastic waste management.
Yeah.
Then here in the Plastic Learning Center, we are located in Simbang Kaja, and we are doing research and develop of the machine, the pyrolysis machine. We also running the plastic waste process here. So all the plastic waste that come into the Plastic Learning Center is being processed and turned into fuel.
Okay.
The fuel itself is contain gasoline and diesel. So we can use it as a supporting engine for the tractor, generator, or car even. And for now, we already have like the lab analysis, so it 100% good for the engines. And I think this is one of the solutions to tackle the plastic waste issue in Bali for now, because it turned the plastic waste into the energy.
Yeah, from the problem, you get the solution and the change.
Yeah.
So I would like to ask you, what was the initial motivation to start this activity? The moment in which you understood, okay, now it's time for us to start and let this company run. When was there?
So it is starting in 2016 when one of our founder, Dimas Bagus Wijanarko, starting the initiative. So he is an activist. He is an environmental activist, and he wants to research the pyrolysis machine, which is the initiative that already being researched in 2014 immediately. And then the main issue back then is one of the most popular research from Jalan which state that Indonesia is the second largest country that produce plastic waste into the ocean. Though it is the one of the fundamental movement that we made take back in 2016. And since then, from Jakarta to Bali, we conducted campaigns using Vespa. So we travel from Jakarta to Bali using Vespa that fuel with the plastic waste gasoline. So we process all of the plastic waste and then put it in the Vespa, and then we got the record for that. So it's the start for them.
And yeah, that was the main start. And in your opinion, what are the major problems caused by plastic in our ordinary life? Like, what are the negative consequences of having such a huge amount of plastic waste?
For now in Indonesia, because we have a lot of unmanaged plastic waste, which all of the waste here in Indonesia is still mixed up in the landfill. And I think it's the biggest problem because we cannot process it wisely.
Yeah.
We cannot do even a small thing for that. So it is just mixed up there and then contain all of the coil, all of the water content.
Yeah.
And then it even leaks to the ocean.
Of course.
Yeah, and it makes like a bad ecosystem for the underwater.
Huge damage for the biosphere and ecosystem. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Absolutely. And so would you like to spend a few words on pyrolysis machine to let our audience to get an understanding of this concept? Yeah.
So basically, the pyrolysis machine is old method which already happened in Japan before, and it is used for organic processing back then. But then the plastic waste issue came up, and then we need one of technology to process it, and the pyrolysis did that. So the pyrolysis is a distillation system which turn the form of the plastic waste into gas, and then the gas is being cooling down, and then it will turn into fuel. And here in Get Plastic, we separate the fuel into two types: the gasoline and the diesel.
And talking about quantities, for example, to get 1 liter, for example, 1 liter of gas, how much plastic fuel you need?
We can get 1 kilo for 1 liter. So it is if we can manage it well, we can get 1 kilo plastic with it to 1 liter.
Interesting. Yeah.
We just need to manage it and to make it dry, the plastic wheels, so we can put it, of course.
Right. Okay. Yeah. And I know I read that Get Plastic Foundation is a really active company. You manage a lot of activities involving education, which is extremely important, in my opinion. And I wanted to ask you, what kind of workshops do you guys plan to organize here? Like, what is...
Yeah. So in Get Plastic Learning Center, we usually accept like donation from the village, the plastic waste donation, and we process the plastic waste per month. Maybe it's around 400 kilograms of plastic waste being processed. And then we also invite people to come here to see the workshop, which we conduct the education program to students or even universities can come to research together, or just to see how the process really work for the environment. Because we can see like the output itself from the machine. It's not only giving the new economic value for the environment, but also it's safe for the environment because we do not produce toxic gas because we already filter it and modify the vision. It is safe for the environment.
That's I can see. And just out of curiosity, have you noticed an increasement in the interest and awareness of people regarding this issue? Did you notice a modification in the attitude of people?
Yeah, I see that for now, a lot of people, maybe not only in Bali, but around the world, is facing this issue, so that they want to take action towards this plastic waste issue. And I think there is a lot of technologies being done, and one of them is pyrolysis, which we take action for that. And I think because it's a massive movement and then massive issue, all people around the world now increase their awareness towards this issue because, sustainability, and then what we can do for the planet.
First, yes. And regarding sustainability, which is becoming literally a trend, how do you see the situation of tourism here in Bali, since there is the ecotourism movement and action? How do you see the direction of tourism here in Bali, how it is handled?
Yeah, as I think Bali is a massive tourism hotbed. Yeah. I see a lot of people coming here, and of course, it is produce a lot of waste too.
Yeah,
and plastic waste also. But I think mass tourism can affect the ecology or the existing condition here, like the plastic waste or the condition of the wave. But I think in this digital era, and then people become more aware about this issue. And I think a lot of activities have been done here for the environment, especially like clean up the beaches, then planting mangrove. All of the activities that engage with the environment, I think it's a neutral of ecotourism. So because it is, like connecting the people with the nature. But in terms of tourism activities, we also in capacity also have the program called eco-edutourism, which we conduct in the coastal area. And one of the successful project is in Thousand Island near Jakarta City.
Yes.
So we managed to invite the tourists that comes to the island to see the process of the pyrolysis. And then we conduct the activities to collect the plastic waste and then process it into fuel. And then the fuel itself can be used for the boat, which can take them into the island. So all of the tourists that coming there using the outlets on the plastic waste process. So I think it can be done also here in Bali because Bali have so many beautiful beaches and
Absolutely.
yeah.
I like the concept of making people protagonists of the action. They see and they do what can actually be the result of this amazing project. And yeah, I wanted to ask you as well about events. I know that Get Plastic is really active also in this sense. So what kind of events do you engage with that are?
Yeah, for now we have big events back in 2022. We have Get the Fast with this tour and the festival powered by the plastic waste energy. So all of the energy needs for the festival is using the fuel from the plastic waste process. Yeah. So we managed to process 2 tons of plastic waste into diesel, and then we use the diesel to power the generator, and then the generator itself can running the fastest. So I think it's a combination of solution and like how to invite people to be more aware about these issues. And also we conduct it with one big event so that people can see how it works.
Exactly. I agree 100%. And they can see that it's actually a thing that can be implemented in our ordinary life. And it's not so far from what people might think, actually, you know. So, and what about and the National Waste Care Day? Is it a really important day, right? How is it? What is it about?
Yeah, for Gap Plastic, it is one of the biggest maybe program because every year we conduct the activities to reflecting what is already happening during the day because it is memorize uh, the landfill explosion in Japan. Yeah. So people become more aware now, of course, to not throw away their waste, and we are really concerned about this too. That's why we conduct the activities every year in February. That's good.
So to remind a problem not to repeat in the future, to remind is always the best way, I guess, as well. Yeah. Yeah. So what, regarding the future, what is your hope for Bali in this future? What do you aim to?
Okay. For Bali in general, maybe starting from this issue, the plastic waste issue, I wanted Bali become the examples of the world about how the good practices already conduct here. Because I wanted to like the solution is coming from here, of course, because we already see like the massive problem here regarding the plastic waste issue, and I wanted to show, and I hope Bali can assist to provide this kind of good practice for the world, like for the sustainability and the plastic waste.
Yeah, Bali as a pioneer in this sense is a great project, I guess. Yeah, so thanks so much for your time and contribution. And learning about Get Plastic Foundation, I think is the really first step that every one of us could make, and to get engaged in this project and to make the change. Yeah, so terima kasih.
Thank you, terima kasih.